Hi, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Please, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Thank you for having me here today. Blessing. We've actually been doing this for some time now, and it has been amazing. I want to appreciate Mr. Tope, as well as Miss Latifa. You guys have been super insightful. But unfortunately, I am not a farmer. I know nothing about farming. But what I do know about, I think the most I know about farming is I would probably grow like a plant in my house, which I'll eventually kill. But I actually do appreciate farmers a lot. But when both of you actually threw out the word AI and technology and transformation. So basically, my strongest suit is within this area, right? And just to save a lot of time, what I intend to do here today is just run through some of these digital platforms. Latifa and Topme, they spoke about tools and technology for growth and development within the agri space. So what I want to do is just focus primarily on where you can find these tools. So in the past 1 year, my company had conducted a lot of surveys, right, around different industries. So agriculture happens to be one of them. So what we found within this space is that many farmers actually struggle with finding buyers for their produce. There's the over and underutilization of resources, which they both spoke about. We're looking at also access to quality data. So data is always key. Information is always key, especially, and this cuts across every single industry, not just the agriculture industry, right? Then affordability of advanced farming equipment. So a lot of people find it hard to start or to go into agriculture because they're scared of that initial investment which they have to put into it. However, I am here to tell you today that there's actually a solution to these problems. Then also some of the other challenges that we found, the remaining two more are supply chain transparency, as well as climate change. So supply chain basically is centered around, so by the time the produce gets from the farmer to the consumer, it's like 10 times the price. And this is specifically because of transportation, or even these agents who are actually in the middle of the supply chain process. So just to keep it short and simple, I'll be exploring some of the digital tools or digital platforms that can actually, that you all can leverage on in terms of so either you want to focus on being a farmer or you want to focus on being a techpreneur within the agri space. There are certain tools that you can actually explore. And these, they come in different forms and sizes. So one that I specifically love is, and this is for knowledge sharing, right? There are a lot of tools out there right now that, even if you do not have a smartphone or you don't have access to internet, there are actually some platforms right now that actually gives you updates or disseminates information about agricultural practices through SMS, right? And then this happens instantaneously. It happens really fast. Where it's just like your when you're doing USSD. So you send like a code, and then they send you all the information that you require based on whatever it is that you're looking for. And there have been a lot of e-learning platforms that have been set up nowadays that help farmers with various training modules and giving them the opportunity to adopt modern techniques in agricultural practices. So I'm just going to explore some of these tools. So there's this one called Zenbuzz. So basically what it does is it offers precision agricultural solution. Yes, Mr. Tope and Latifa, they've spoken about precision farming and precision agriculture. So things like drones, soil sensors, and satellite imagery to monitor crops and optimize the use of water and fertilization. So this tool, please, I hope you guys are writing this down so that at least after this class you can just go and explore it, see what you can relate with, and see which of them you can explore for your own either personal businesses or something that you want to build on top of. So the first tool is Zenzos, which is basically centered on precision agricultural solution. Then we have a tool called Tingo Mobile, which provides alerts on weather forecast and pest outbreaks by SMS. So this one, the entrepreneurs here actually made it in such a way that it's actually can provide you with information in your local language, which just gives that ease of information dissemination, especially around across the rural farmers, giving them that just keeping them informed basically about what is happening around them. Then also we have We Farm, which allows farmers to exchange tips. So it's more like a community that has been built that allows farmers to exchange tips and advices to their peers on modern farming tips. So just like how we're having this conversation now and you're exploring new and improved ways of modernized agriculture, right? So this tool actually helps as well. So everything on the application is user generated. So, and then it's basically you learning from experience, from real-time experience, and not learning from ChatGPT or theoretically. You are learning from practical examples. Then the next is where I actually spoke also about this industry being very capital intensive. So right now there are some applications, so like Farmcraft and Hello Tractor. So basically what they do is they provide shared services where you can go there and look for a tractor you rent to use and then you return back. So that way you do not have to break the bank just to start your farming. What you do is you just go, you rent, and then you return. Then also some of these applications also provide you with access to funding as well when there's post-harvest, right? So this Cold Hub basically just gives you like storage where you can go and store your grains or your tomatoes or whatever the case might be to prevent wastage. Then finally, I know maybe a lot of you have heard of this or may not have heard of this. So it's Farm Crowdy. They have actually been in the market for quite some time now. So what they do is basically give you like an e-commerce platform where buyers meet farmers, and basically the idea is the exchange of goods and services. So and at the same time eliminating that middleman. So just to round up, I'll just say this, right? So by adopting innovative solutions, right, within the farming space, this can basically help to reduce waste as well as contribute to a more sustainable agriculture, and then at the same time, providing us with food security for economic growth and development. So I want to say to you that you should not be afraid to explore what AI is here to do, right? Ms. Latifa mentioned that AI is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And the moment you start to adopt it or to embrace it, it's better for you. So explore and be open-minded about where you can be in the next, let's say, like 5 years within the agriculture space. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you so much.